Hi folks, I'm Josh and this is Downwell. Today I want to explore with you the reasons why I think this is a beautifully tuned roguelike game that is so easy to get into and yet hard to master, and it's all to do with speed and verticality. And the game design reasons I'm going to go into, but first off, obviously it's beautiful. If we just start a game, we can go into the palette and change it to a load of classic styles. And let's go with grayscale for the moment, just because this is going to show up amazingly on YouTube probably. And also the music is great, and I really quite like the idea of first off, when you drop down the well, there's no music until you touch the ground. So there's that little starting off challenge where you try not to touch the ground, or I mean, that's what I do. I don't know about anyone else. But yeah, you try and avoid touching the ground for as long as possible. And I'm going through this quite quickly because I've spent a little bit of time. I'm not like a master. I can barely get through the second set of levels. So I'm not by any means a master, but I'm going to share with you the conclusions that I've come to about why this is such a clever game. Not only pushing forward like what people think of in terms of brilliant roguelikes and general easy to get into fun, but also just because it grants, well, because of that, it grants you a whole swathe of ways to engage with it. So if you don't really care, and if you're playing on an iPhone particularly, it's super easy because it's just two buttons, left and right, and then shoot or jump, which is basically one and the same button. Basically, your objective is to go down the well, and whether or not you are any good at that, it will happen eventually. It's literally impossible to fail at trying to go down the well. At the end, there's a boss, and you fight a bunch of stuff along the way, and it's really easy because it's literally impossible to not do your main objective, which is falling. Super easy, right? But, and here's the big but, which makes the big, juicy, fat but, which makes this game so good. Everything you do that isn't falling slows you down or stops you from falling. Hang on, that sounds silly, but let me explain why that's so compelling. Because you have a kind of terminal velocity that is generally too fast for you to react to anything, and there being two types of enemies, the ones with the white tops and the red ones. Wait, hang on, let's switch to a different palette so I can... This is the default palette, so I can explain to you very simply what's going on. The red enemies, they're entirely red. They have the ability to kill you no matter where you touch them. But if you fall on top of the white enemies, you can kill them by jumping on their heads, Mario style. And that's really cool. It's really easy to dispatch them. And also, if you're in midair and you run out of bullets, hang on, there we go. It recharges your bullets. I'm out of bullets. Oh, let's not drop on top of the red one. But, ooh. Oh no, I was trying to jump over him. It just means that with some really simple AI, basically the big red circles, they track you, so do the jellyfish looking things. All the enemy AI is basically tuned around either punishing you for going fast or punishing you for going slow, because of the red ones that come up at you, and if you're going too fast, you don't have a lot of time to react to them. And if you're going down too fast, then the tracking ones can, capitalize on your mistakes. If you jump at the wrong time, or you shoot a bullet to slow yourself down, or to shoot something out of your way, they can then trap you from above and below and sandwich you until you get squeezed, which is really cool, and something you have to keep in mind. Like literally any opportunity to either go in one of the side caves with a shop or an extra upgrade item, or to kill an enemy, those opportunities go by really quickly. This has been like the perfect game for me right now because I can dip in and out of it and kind of tracks a progress in point style every time you die. So even if you're not doing very well, you feel like you're getting somewhere. It doesn't punish you for not knowing what's going on. For just messing around and shooting stuff, it's perfect. Okay, so another great thing that really kind of fit together nicely for those that want a skill challenge along the way. Not touching the ground and killing as many enemies as possible before you do touch the ground feeds you into a combo. So let me try and get a decent combo here by bouncing on as many heads and avoiding the floor as much as possible. And if you do it for long enough, boop, it gives you extra gems. So along the way, if you're too fast, you won't have time to collect enough gems and spend them in the shop, which is very useful. That was an 8 combo and got me a ton of stuff. Nice. Nice. What am I doing here? +2 charge. Let's go. Slowing yourself down and killing as many things as possible is beneficial to you as a crutch to help you out. I can't really think of any other games that use space in the same way, and the idea of most of your actions overall helping, but in the short term being contrary to your main goal. So i.e. most of what you do slows you down so you can't get down the well faster. I can't currently think of any examples of games that employ that kind of conflict in the mechanics, which is really cool. The time, what are they called? Time warps? Time vortex things? You know, the little glowing circles? That's what I mean. And the caves on the side, they pause the game. And if you have a combo going and you fall into a time vortex, here we go, in the shop. These little things here, aside from having the amazing glass shattering effect, which is very cool, it pauses the game entirely. And because most of the game takes up a lot of your attention by both going really fast and varying the speed by, you know, abruptly stopping as you bop stuff on the face, it gives you a little pause for thought, and you know, you can collect yourself, because changing gears that quickly and that often, it can get tiring, and you need all your concentration if you want to get good at this game. Hopefully that's fully explained why I think this game is so clever and enjoyable. If you haven't had the chance to check it out, then do. Until next time, let me know what games you can think of that also employ this kind of countering mechanic where most of what you do is in opposition to your main objective. And hopefully we can have a cool chat about that. I'm going to stop rambling about this game. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye!